Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to the episode of NotAnalog.com. Today I'm actually reviewing something which kind of fits around the title. Something that is not analog, digital, a digital radio. OXX Digital have sent me a radio which I can play with, and it's my first time using a digital radio, so I was a little bit excited. But it's not just that, it also does internet radio, it has an auxiliary input, it has Wi-Fi, it accesses podcasts, it accesses a whole lot more than what I thought it was going to be. This is the little box that it comes in. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch this camera around. I'm going to take a bit of a tour of the unit. I've been using it for a little while now, so I'm really excited to show you. Okay, so this is the OXX Digital Radio Classic. Now, looking around it, not a very big unit, really quite compact. Obviously the biggest area of interest is the front. Looking at it, you can see quite a large screen here. With a few buttons, not too many buttons to make it too complicated. Beautiful sized speaker, which actually packs quite a punch. At the moment it's in standby mode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start having a play with this. I'm going to do it all single-handedly because I'm holding the other hand with the camera, so let's see how we go. Push the power button. The first thing which I was listening to prior to this was just general analog radio. Turning the sound up here.
I remember the shot.
Yeah, it's terrible. Analog radio sucks. So you can go back, select main menu, scroll down to digital, and this is the last station I was listening to in digital. And you'll see the signal strength here, which is how well it's connecting to this digital radio station. And the sound is just clear. Even though this is an old song, it's very good. It's really clear. I quite like it. And I love the extra added text. If you press the info button, it takes you through some other information. You can see the signal strength again. No signal errors, which is good for where I am. And obviously stereo sound, 48 kilobits per second. And today's date, which I needed to know. And obviously this is great. Now playing, tells you the full song title that's on. If I don't like this radio station, I can hit back. And here's the full station list. And I can just scroll through this so easy. So I might want to listen to Nova 969. And of course at this time they're just talking. But again, really clear. So I'll turn it back down again. And what I want to show you is, digital radio is quite simple. You find your radio station, you click on it, and you're there. What I do love is that you don't have to dial numbers or anything like that anymore like you used to have to. What I also love is that AM and FM is integrated. So if I scroll down to 2GB, I select 2GB, and bang, I'm on. In the past, flicking FM, AM buttons, and then obviously searching as well was quite annoying. So this is great. So going to go back because, let's face it, that's digital radio. So let's go back again, and I'm just going to scroll to the main menu. Now you'll see here, this is the good bit, internet radio. Internet radio is built into this. I have it plugged into a Ethernet cable, and the last station I was listening to is BBC Radio 2. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see that for sure. BBC Radio 2. Let's wait for it to load because it's just for the first time because I turned it on. Loading. Bang, we're online. We're listening to radio in the UK. Not from a computer, not from anything else, just from this really small and simple radio. Again, you can go back and you can search for a beautiful menu, local Australia radio stations. This part I quite like. If I go into stations, I can search by location. So if I have a favourite radio station in, who knows, in Europe, you can just choose whichever country you want to listen to, find their radio stations and tune in. And it works. It just works. Or if you don't know anything and you want to just go to popular stations and let it help you, turn this down, make sure you can still hear me if you really wanted to. So you can scroll down here and there's just so many popular stations to help you out as well. And a lot of these are quite good because a lot of these internet radio stations don't have ads and stuff like that, so really cool. So that part is impressive for me. If you go back, you may have noticed podcasts. So you can actually listen to your favorite podcasts through here, which is really awesome. You don't have to use iTunes or any other podcast program to do it. And for people like myself, I might scroll down all the way to technology under T. I know my alphabet, there it is. And some really, really cool things here, because there is one podcast that I listen to, and if I scroll the other way I should find it. Bang, Your Tech Life. And if I click on that, I'll actually be able to listen to and stream all the latest podcasts. And I think that's really, really cool. So I just wanted to point that out. I think that's quite impressive. Podcast, internet radio in one. And if I just go to the menu again, oops, come on, main menu. Obviously, I can go back to here. Music player. This is a feature which I haven't been able to make use of for one key reason. If you have shared media on a network at home, you can go to your music player and it will pick up your shared media in the house, which is really awesome. So you can stream your favorite playlist straight to your OXX Digital Radio, which is very handy. I don't have shared media at home, so it wasn't something which I could make use of. But for any big guys into music, this is great. I'm just going to go back. FM, if you're keen on your analog still, you can always go back to it. Auxiliary input, so if you plug a MP3 device into it, like an iPhone or an iPod or a BlackBerry or whatever it is you play your music on, just plug it straight into the device and it will play that for you. A sleep timer, alarms if you would like the device to wake you up in the morning, and obviously just system settings. So really, really quite straightforward menu system. Volume, some preset buttons here to store your stations, info back, and menu mode. I mean, it's really, really quite simple. Just want to take you for a bit of a tour around the back, because everyone likes to see the back of the thing. So while it does connect with Wi-Fi, if you have Wi-Fi, I've got it plugged into a cable here. You'll notice that these ports here I think it's auxiliary input, and that one's for output. So if you have a favorite set of speakers or headphones that you like to plug in, you can plug it in there. Bit of a speaker port there, and for the most part, and there's the antenna. And for the most part, that is the OXX Digital Radio. It is very, very powerful. Okay, so you've seen the OXX Digital Radio. What do you think? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It kind of does everything. It did a lot more than I expected. That's for sure. I didn't expect more than just a digital radio. Honestly, I mean, that's as it's sold and branded as a digital radio, and not much more than that. But when you turn it on, you start going through the features. There's so much more. And I showed it to a few people, and I showed them how easy it was to do. The things that they've been doing on computers, like streaming internet radio stations from their homeland, because that's what they like to listen to. And with this device, you have to turn a computer on. You don't have to do anything. You just plug it in and turn it on. Really, really simple. Audio streaming, for those who like to go that extra step further in their music listening. Plugging a device into it to play your sound, and the speakers are very good. I mean, I might just do it again. I want to hit on the dab on the digital radio.
Ready when you are.
The sound is good.
I'm here at Pickles
It's
Options
just-
with
it's
Jason,
crystal
who was
clear.
the
It's
lucky
really,
bidder
really
on the
crystal
late
clear.
model Camry
It's
just
like
moments
listening
ago.
to a CD.
Well, before I came to Pickles,
I like it. I like it. I'm
for a
impressed.
car. And now,
I'm really impressed. And if you want one, go buy one. There's a tick in my box. I'm impressed. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, send me an email. This device is going back, unfortunately, but I'll memorize everything about it. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. So hit me up and we'll talk. Thanks for watching.